It's alt season, and you're likely sidelined because you're not sure what to do, what coins to buy, and it seems like anything you do buy isn't pumping, or if it does pump, you sell too quickly. Right now, we're in that sweet spot of the bull run where it's still early enough to accumulate coins that could pull a 5x, 10x, 20x. But you can't be in 20 places at once. You have a job, you have a family, you have stuff to do, and you also want to take a break from the market every once in a while, which is why an automated trading solution like AllTrading to run bots or signals on the side to automate, or rather to come alongside what you're doing, makes a whole lot of sense when the market kind of looks like this. According to the Altcoin Season Index, we're at 80, which means that Bitcoin is actually, let me say it differently. The top 50 coins are performing way better than Bitcoin. That's the real indication of alt season. Even though it's been alt season for a couple of weeks now, it is officially alt season. Things are getting extremely overheated, and all it takes is a quick look over here on CoinGecko to look at the prices over the last 7 days to go, yeah, things are getting really, really, really overheated compared to Bitcoin. So what do I suggest to you who's maybe never done anything in regards to bot trading and you don't know where to start, what to do? The best thing I can suggest are the TBT signals. The TBT signals were designed to be slow, safe, and conservative initially for our course, 50 Minutes to Financial Freedom through thebettertraders.com. Now, the reality is that these are free signals. Anyone can use them. Anyone can set them up. Anyone can run a bot with these signals. There is a strategy to using the signals, and you have to understand DCA to really make the most out of the signals. But the nice thing about using a signal strategy like the TBT signals is that, like it says, they're slow, safe, conservative, they're free. You do need a subscription to a trading platform, but you can have exposure to several coins and tokens: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, ADA, Cardano, Binance token, DOT. Like, there's a ton of tokens here. Now, you're not going to see every single token under the sun, but the reality is that there are a lot of tokens here that a lot of you already use. And a lot of you are using these exchanges already. So the main thing you have to know is that while you will want to buy some of these tokens that are going crazy, the nice thing about running an automated solution is that you can rely on signals to be generated on the side while you're trading. I've said this before in another video on another channel, and I want to say it again. Automated trading is an assistive strategy. This is a strategy that you run alongside of your active trading strategies. And what I mean by that is simply that you, as a trader, are going to be making active decisions, looking at the charts, looking at the market, and deciding, oh, I'm going to buy this meme coin or this AI coin or this utility coin, buying and holding, selling at a certain price. That's you as the human making those decisions. Whereas an automated trading strategy using automated signals means that they're just going to run whether or not the market is hot, whether or not the market is super bullish or bearish. They're just going to run either way, as you can see here again on TradingView. So when the signals are generated, there is a hard and fast take profit target at 0.85%. It's extremely low. It's essentially a scalping strategy. But the idea of this is that we want to take advantage of all of this volatility. We want to take advantage of all of the craziness, because the more trades we can lock in, the more profits we can lock in. Now, if we were just to simply buy and hold here on December 2nd, we would experience drawdown of 7%, run up of 13%, and we would be up right now 8% if we just bought and held. Whereas if we're using a bot like this, and this is just one of the signal settings, by the way, we could actually get way more aggressive with this, and I'll show you that in a second, where we could turn this on to be way more active. When things are bullish, though, it makes way more sense, instead of taking profit and being out of our trade completely, as you can see here for Litecoin against Tether USDT on Binance, it makes way more sense to accumulate Litecoin, so that while we're not taking our full profit here, we're just going to break even on every single trade. Meaning that while every single trade is closing in profit, that profit is actually realized in the base currency, which is Litecoin, with the sole purpose of accumulating Litecoin during this period of chop that lasts for about 15 hours, so that everything now is worth 8% more. And if things are going to go really crazy, for Litecoin, then that means that all the tokens that we're buying and accumulating here at no risk to us could be worth a whole lot more in the future. Again, this is just another part of why automated trading is really great. Because when we look at all these coins that have been doing extremely well recently, Cardano, Tron, AVAX, DOT, NEAR, Litecoin, like this chart is showing, Uniswap, ICP, there are lots and lots of tokens that have been going absolutely crazy lately. And the beautiful part again about automated trading is that you can leverage a tool like Altcoin so that your signals are being received, automatically processed by the trading platform, and then those trades are being executed. So you can see here in my analytics, I want to show you this real quick. And yes, I know this says no live trading account. There was a weird kerfuffle with the API key that I had, so it got rejected or something like that, and I have to renew it on Bybit. So anyway, this is working fine because this is just paper trading. This is literally just collecting data and also content for these videos. And I'm going to go ahead and hide myself so you can see everything. So when we look at this, we've seen a lot of profits over the last 74 days. Just about the last 2.5 months. Now, the reality is that a lot of you have been sidelined, like I said. You haven't been realizing profits or you haven't known which coins to buy. And the beautiful part is that if we're accumulating with a bot, it doesn't really matter how long it's going, how bullish or how bearish the market is. We're going to be accumulating profits hands-free with a 100% win rate. So coming down here, this is what it means to be an automated bot trader. Every day, just a little bit of a profit, a little bit of a profit. And this is a very tiny bot, again, just for collecting data. Really, it's what it is. And now I want to explain something here real quick. I'll come back. Right above my head, it says no DCA, 1 time DCA, 2 times DCA. I want to go back over here to TradingView to explain something that's going to be extremely powerful and helpful to you. When we look at all of these trades, or rather these signals generated by the bot, you'll see everything says base order. This one right here says safety order 1. This is a DCA order, and this is where DCA bot trading comes into play. Algorithmic trading, automated trading, all this stuff, it revolves around signals, but it uses a specific strategy. And these signals use a DCA strategy. Now, why does it use a DCA strategy? The reason because we know that crypto is extremely volatile. So when the market has a minor pullback, when we get the slightest bounce, what ends up happening is that we actually take profit at a price that's just slightly lower than our entry, allowing us to take advantage of the drawdown, okay? So when things are bullish, we're not going to see a lot of these safety orders used up, but when we're seeing a period of chop, and I have to go back in the chart because it's been a while. Here we go. So you have a base order, and then we have drawdown. Oh, it's not big enough though. Oh my gosh. This chart's been absolutely insane. Here we go. So here's safety order 1 right here. So when we get this signal triggered at $95, the price falls down. As soon as we get that bounce, it sells on the bounce. Now, the beautiful thing about using a DCA strategy and sticking to it is that when we close with our first base order, there's something important that you have to understand about DCA bot trading, and it goes down to fractions. When we use our base order size, and actually let me back it up to just DCA in general. When we use our first order, we're going to call it base order, we're going to be using $10. And as per DCA strategy, we actually want to double down for our DCA order. So DCA 1 is going to use 2 times our base order, which is going to equal $20. And then we have a second DCA order, which is 2 times DCA 1, which is going to equal $40. So this means that if we were to total all of this together, this means that the total volume equals $70, right? So 10 plus 20 is 30, plus 40 is 70. So that means when we get this trade closed, this means we're only realizing 1/7 of the total possible volume. Pay attention because this is where we make a lot of money. If we're taking a little bit less than 1% at 1/7 of the volume for this little trade, it's a nice trade, but it's a little bit less than $1. Whereas if we were to use $30 in this trade, then we're taking a little bit less than 1% of $30. So this order is actually closing with 3/7 of the total possible volume, which is about what, 30 cents or so. So again, it's not huge money because I'm not using a lot of money in this example. I'm just using $10, $20, $40. So it's just 1%. But you can see the benefit of using all DCA orders. And this is where we actually make a lot of money as DCA bot traders. Because when the price goes against us, something that I call negative price action, that's actually an opportune time for us to buy the dip automatedly. So we're not using our decisions. We're actually just letting the algorithm play out. We're actually making a lot more. So if we're using a total volume of 70, let's say that this trade over here, for the sake of an example, it'd be better if I could find one, but the charts have just been so bullish. Here we go, safety order 2, right there. So we get an example like this. So we're using 7/7 of the total possible volume. We're just going to say total possible volume. That's going to be approximately 70 cents. Now, this does not sound like a ton of money. That's because it's not. When we're thinking about a 1% take profit target, no, we're not going to be making a ton. But this strategy wins because when we zoom out and we see how many trades are opened and closed per day, this thing is just generating profits and trading in market conditions that you normally wouldn't want to trade. Why would you want to buy a downtrend like this when we're seeing the price go down 8%? Whereas an automated strategy doesn't care if the chart's going up or down. And on a downtrend, it's using safety trades or DCA orders to average down, taking profit. Here's another order. Here's a safety order, takes profit again. So we actually make more money in these two trades than we do with these little trades. Make sense? The benefit of doing this is that by running an automated trading strategy like this, while these little trades might not seem really big, this is the 3-minute chart. If we pay attention to see how many trades opened and closed in the period of a day, maybe this is your day off. Maybe this is a time when you're asleep and all the trades are opening. Maybe you're not able to get to the markets on this day. Or maybe you're just feeling hesitant, you're not sure, so you're just going to stay out. The reality is that algorithms like this, they don't care. Yes, there will be moments where the price astronomically pumps. It's crypto after all. But there'll be moments where the market dumps and you will not, as a human, want to be trading after a pullback of 8%. You're going to be feeling nervous. You're going to be feeling cautious. You're going to be thinking, no way do I want to buy down here. Whereas an automated trading strategy will buy the dip when you won't. It will sell the bounce when you won't. And as I said before, we can actually set up our bots in such a way that even though the price is going down here from $99 and we see drawdown of up to 12% during this little time period, it finally goes above. The beautiful thing is that even though we have this drawdown down to $90 and we're accumulating Litecoin. We bought a lot of Litecoin over the last 2 weeks, okay? And at one point, all of the accumulated Litecoin does lose a little bit of value, but we see when things get bullish, look at that. Now all the Litecoin that we've been accumulating passively, hands-free, with an automated solution that's going to buy the dip when you won't, sell the bounce when you won't, and accumulate when you won't, it's going to be up 33%. So I wanted to make this video relatively short, quick, to the point, to help you understand what the benefit is to using an automated trading solution like the TBT signals. Now, I understand that automating trading is not for everyone. I understand that it does require some setup at first, but the reality of automated trading is that you will spend less than 15 minutes a day managing your trades. Again, going back over here to AllTrader, you can see that I currently have no open positions because the market's super bullish right now. Now, of course, when it's bearish, I'm going to have a lot of open positions. There's going to be a lot of red. And out of all of these closed, there's actually way more than 100. At one point, all of these were red. At one point, some of these over here with 2 safety trades or 2 DCA orders filled, this might have been a little bit scary. But the reality is that it closed in the green. And if I'm accumulating all these coins passively, not just one, but accumulating a lot of these coins, knowing that many of them are going to be pulling a 2x, 3x, 5x, maybe even a 10x, this is a really nice assistive strategy that I can use. Now, when we come back over here to the site, the link is down below. You can use these signals for free on 3 commas, on Pinex, I think you still can, and on AllTrading. I personally recommend using them on AllTrading for several reasons, but it's up to you. We do teach how to use these in the 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom course and Mastering Passive Income. And the reality is that the signals that you've seen over here on TradingView are generated from the TBT divergence signals. This is our special sauce indicator that is available at the pro tier level of the Better Traders Club. And we actually offer all of the signals for every single trading pair for TBT signals for the now defunct, but way more active top 10 signals and our Better Dip signals in the club. I don't mind showing you this stuff because you don't have access to this indicator and you don't have any way to replicate this because the signals and the settings that this is using are ridiculously brilliant. I've been using this indicator actually to generate these signals for over 4 years now, and I've seen them work in bull and bear markets. I want to leave you with a couple of things. One, it is alt season, and you're likely not able to pay attention to every single coin that's pumping and popping all the time. So an automated trading solution works, but how do you get set up? How do you get started without going so far into the weeds? Like going into the Mastering Passive Income level of like the advanced bot trading course, the TBT signals, which are free, slow, safe, conservative, entry-level signals are a great way to start learning how to accumulate passively. Learning how to buy, or rather letting bots buy and accumulate coins passively so that way you don't miss out. So I wanted to just quickly remind you that yes, it's alt season. Yes, we're likely to see a pullback coming up anytime soon, but we're going to see lots of pullbacks. We're going to see lots of volatility from here on out, and prices will only continue to move up higher from here. So it's important that you learn how to diversify your portfolio into 2 different segments, active trading and passive trading, ideally with the TBT signals.